From the beginning, the investments industry has been a natural target for scammers, but there's something scammers love even more than big stashes of money to get their grubby fingers on, and that's a new gimmick, or even better, technology.
Dogecoin is blowing up. It's at 33 cents right now on April 20th, aka 420. I have a feeling Elon Musk is going to put out a tweet.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
10,000%. That's how much the average price of a pudgy penguin has gone up in a week, with the floor price now at 1.35 Ethereum. Holy f***ing shit.
I'm a day trader.
Here to teach you about Bitcoin. It's all about blockchain. Blockchain. Do you want to drive a Ferrari in the Hollywood Hills?
Here in the Hollywood Hills.
Blockchain.
Making much sense? No? Good. In this video, the big grift will be broken down for you. There's some patterns here, and when we zoom out a bit, the main types of scams and how they're pitched will become crystal clear. Now, I want to make a point that we're not just picking on crypto here. All of trading and investing has a similar veil of dodginess to a lot of people. In 2011, a study of industries conducted over 30,000 people in 25 countries put financial services behind banks as the least trusted sector by consumers. Part 3 of this video will be a crash course on investment theory. Having an understanding of the basis in which all ideas and investments come from is actually the best place to start if we want to find any pockets of truth that are out there. Our whole mission here is to help you take action towards better financial well-being. So the question really is, how do we take the right actions while avoiding the wrong ones? Speaking of which, the first thing to point out between these different types of scams is that there can be some overlap. There are plenty of fake gurus running MLM type schemes, and of course, crypto is commonly used in both. But knowing the heart of each grift is extremely useful and should be enough to keep you out of grief. Now, a fake guru investor trader can opt to run a somewhat more simplistic grift than an MLM type scheme simply by offering to take your money and invest it for you, promising some kind of guaranteed crazy high return, and of course never delivering on any promises and just taking your money.
How important it is to set realistic goals. Do I think that you should actually set a goal of 2% a day? Probably not. A 1 to 1.5% goal, I think, is much more realistic.
This brings us to the first pillar of fake gurudom, in that the guru is not actually any good at what it is they say they do. To anyone that's tried trading or investing themselves, this is kind of obvious for the simple reason that if these people are really able to earn the kinds of crazy returns that they talk about, then why would they even need our money? Remember, they're talking daily percentage returns, and this means daily compounding. So what does 1% daily return look like in annualized terms? That's 1127.4% annual return, assuming he's just talking about the 252 trading days in a year. Starting from scratch, sure, that's only $11 after a year, but what does it look like after 5, 10, 20? You get the picture.
But I can tell you this much, if you don't take that leap, it's not gonna happen. We're here to support you, just my mentor. I taught all of that to Kyle. He's made over $3 million. His top student's on the plane. We are so proud of those accomplishments.
I want to see you on this jet with us next time. It's awesome, and you can totally do it.
You love
Join
Getsu,
us right now.
You love Getsu, admit it!
You just don't know it.
The embarrassing truth is that behind the super polished pictures and endless promo, when the real profit loss statements come out, they normally tell a very different story. This brings us to the second main part of the con. The lifestyle projected in the marketing is actually the main thing that they are selling. Status, but also the apparent freedom and independence of an entrepreneurial laptop lifestyle. Of course, as savvy marketers, they know how this tugs on people's strongest emotional trigger points around financial independence and security. So what does a fake guru / real marketer do to scale up this winning business model while avoiding as much of the wrong type of attention as possible? Luckily for them, the many grifters that came before pioneered a bunch of pseudo-legal sales and marketing tactics that are ripe for picking and refinement into modern digital age mega scams. As it has always been, the main thing for these grifters is having the platform to project the lifestyle of success. Social media is obviously great for this, dramatically lowering the barriers to entry compared to back in the day of TV. Next, they need to take advantage of it by lying to people, sometimes broke, desperate, struggling people, giving them the idea that with just a little bit of effort and in a little bit of time, they can achieve the lifestyle of their dreams. But how? If only some guru would just put all the secrets into some affordably priced course that they could sell me while scrolling through Facebook and YouTube, or just tell me about their latest NFT project. If you've ever wondered what is going on here, what all of these scammers are up to, you've come to the right place. Even better, since obviously not every online course is a scam, we're going to show you how to spot the legit ones from the shady ones. First, let's talk patterns. Like with a Ponzi scheme, there's normally a facade business and a real business. Ponzi schemes work by getting new investors in and giving their money to the old ones as returns. This creates the illusion of success needed to keep the scheme running. The beauty of this new hybrid Ponzi scheme-like course selling scam is that it doesn't need as many layers to be effective. Utilizing social media marketing, they can create the same illusion of success simply by pumping more money into ever more YouTube ads, leased supercars, polished promo, and hyped up affiliate marketing. Continuing with patterns, just like an MLM or multi-level marketing, which also works a bit like a Ponzi scheme, the course/product is actually generic, meaning better, cheaper, more readily available things already exist to anyone who independently chooses to learn said topic, or buys a $10 book on the subject from a reputable author. Another key feature borrowed from MLM is membership products. The course itself may be offered as a one-off at some affordable price, but at every opportunity, they will try to lock you into some sort of membership product. These often come with tiers, with the idea of upselling you all the way to the mastermind club or the inner circle, with each stage promising closer and closer access to the guru. The thing with selling courses is that it's not illegal in and of itself, especially compared with just straight up stealing investors' money. To cover themselves, scammers will often include fine print, which actually normally contradicts the statements made in bold straight above. Before we wrap this up, we need to talk about the surprisingly most devious aspect of these scams. This is where it gets a bit cult-like. Psychology, as it has always been in MLM, is a cornerstone of the teachings. The devious application of psychology here is in the way that the whole thing is set up to make you feel personally responsible for any failings. It's never that the guru is full of shit or that the course is rubbish. What actually happens is that an all-encompassing alternative philosophy is actually provided in the training. At the heart of this is always the idea of radical personal responsibility, placing you at the center of the universe, just like in the law of attraction, etc. Of course, this is by design, so that when you inevitably fail to achieve the kind of results promised, you feel like the failure, rather than blaming the guru. Also, mainstream common knowledge is always demonized in this new alternate philosophy. The intention with demonizing the mainstream in this way is actually to isolate you from your friends and family that might otherwise be advising against quitting your job and pouring all of your savings into this new project with your guru. This has turned into a bit of a deep dive, but for now guys, please just stay away from the dodgy online courses promising you a way to give up your job and earn passive income as an entrepreneur or by trading in the markets. Before wrapping this all up and answering the question, is all investing a scam? In the next episode, we're going to break down crypto. Originally, this was all going to be in one episode, but there's just so much to say on this with everything going on lately that we thought crypto rightfully deserves its own episode.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Garth. Hello, I am Bilal. Please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, leave a comment with your thoughts or a question down below. Hitting that notification bell is also the best way to keep up to date with these videos to help you on your journey to financial well-being.